Welcome back to SciTi Tech, and as you can see, I have a CPU fan error, which means the device that is meant to cool down my CPU is what's broken, and actually the CPU fan that is inside this device malfunctioned, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to repair and replace the CPU cooling fan. Let's get started. First, what I'm going to do is simply open up the side panel of my computer, and now I have access to the inside of my computer. And as you can see, this right here is the CPU cooling fan. And this right here is the device that cools down my CPU. And what I need to do is simply open it up. Inside of this device, there's a cooling fan that does not work very well. So the problem might be is that it could be either blocked up with dust, and I need to clean it and repair it, or it just simply doesn't work anymore, and I need to replace it. And what I'm going to do that's an easy fix is simply replace the broken fan with this cooler fan that's right here. Put it inside this CPU cooling device. This is a temporary fix which will work and it will cause the CPU to cool down. The purpose of this functioning fan right here is to take all the heat that's inside of this computer and blow it out of the computer, so that way there is no heat buildup inside the computer, which causes a lot of heat to accumulate. So what I need to do is get another cooling fan and replace that one I just took and put it right back there to be able to exhaust the heat that's inside the computer. But for now, this will just be a quick, easy fix to allow my computer to still function. And those are my two options I'm going to try. One, replace the PC cooling fan with this one, or try to repair it. And as you can see, this fan right here is connected to this cable, which allows this device to stay on all the time, which means the previous fan that is on this cooling device has a little sensor that senses the speed of the fan and knowing that the fan is turned on. So what I need to do in order to make sure that it keeps working by replacing it with this fan, if that's what I need to do, is I have to trick the computer thinking that it has the same fan still built inside, because the CPU cooling fan device has a wire that's plugged into the motherboard that sends a signal to the motherboard, allowing it to know that the fan is still spinning and how fast the fan is spinning. So what I need to do is trick the computer thinking that fan is still plugged in by simply messing around with the wires. Next, I'm going to take this Allen wrench, which is a torque size 8, and I'm going to go ahead and open up the CPU cooling device. And I'll simply unscrew all 4 screws. And there, all 4 screws are now removed. Next, what I need to do is carefully remove this panel since it's connected directly to the fan. So what I'm going to do is take the flathead screwdriver and simply pry it open. Simply lift up these tabs that are connected directly to the fan. And there, the panel can now be removed. And as you can see, I have partial access to the fan. You can see that it's still attached to something. Looking at the bottom of the fan, you can see there are 2 screws. One screw on this side that is holding it together, and the other screw on the opposite side. Might I say, these screws are in a very difficult and very awkward position, which makes it very difficult to be able to unscrew the screws from this position. And there, the 2 difficult screws are now removed. Now I can go ahead and simply remove this fan. Lift up the fan, and as you can see, it's dirty, but not that dirty. I thought it would be a lot more dirty than this. And looking at these cooling grills, you can see there's a lot of dust accumulated on them. That's an easy fix. All I have to do is just simply brush them off and vacuum it out. But I don't believe that is the problem. Could be, but I'm not sure if that's a problem. So what I'm going to simply do is simply clean it up, because some of that dust could have gotten inside the fan and caused something in the inside to either clog or damage or overheat, or did something to these components. So what I need to do is simply clean it out, tap on it, and try to spin the fan, forcefully spin the fan, and see if it will stay spinning. Sometimes, forcefully spinning it, or tapping on it, or shaking it could unclog some dust. Not sure if that's going to work, because you can see it's very dusty. After all, it's pretty good that it worked for 15 years until now. Okay, so now what I need to do is turn on my computer, forcefully spin the fan several times to see if it will stay spinning. Tap on it. Usually doing that will unclog whatever dirt is inside of the fan and it will make the fan stay spinning. As you can see, it's trying to work, but it's just not, which tells me there's something wrong with the components in this device. Something got too hot and simply burnt out, which tells me it's a 4-phase motor and one of the phases are not working. So it's causing it to partly spin, but then not. And as you can see, it does not work no matter what I do. So what I'm going to do is simply salvage for some parts to use in a future video. As you can see, this part right here is the potentiometer, which is used to control the speed of this fan. And what I really like about it is this little knob. It's a very nice knob. Definitely can use this for a future project. Next, what I'm going to do is use my second option, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and take the CPU cooling fan, detach it from the back of the PC, and then place it inside of the CPU cooling device, simply replacing the old broken fan. Remove all 4 screws, and there, all the screws are now removed, and I'll take this PC cooling fan, and you can see that it's in very good condition. All I need to do is place it inside of the CPU cooling device. Of course, I have to figure out the orientation of where the fan needs to go because of the wires. Okay, so now what I need to do first is simply clean up this fan, remove all of the dust I can find, and simply clean up the dust that's inside of the CPU cooling device. Brush it all out and vacuum it all up. And there, it is now nice and clean. And I'll clean up the fan a little bit more. And there, the fan is nice and clean. So now what I need to do is figure out the orientation of this fan, which way it needs to go in because of the wires. Next, very important, what I need to know is the airflow of the fan. Looking at these arrows, you can see which way the fan will spin and which way the air will flow. So the idea is to place it in like this, so that way the air can flow this direction, and with the air flowing that direction will cause all of the hot air to blow out of the computer. Of course, if I had another PC cooling fan like this one, to replace this one and put it back on the end of the computer to allow all of the hot air to exhaust out of the computer, which is also very important. But that can be done in the future, as long as the CPU stays cool. That's the important part. And if you are wondering, this black wire that's attached to this fan is actually a switch that has 3 different phases. It has phase 1, 2, and 3. Phase 3 is the maximum, so that way the fan is spinning at the maximum speed, which will cool down the CPU the most. Next, I'm going to take these difficult and awkward screws and screw it into place. Both screws are now screwed into place, and that took a very, very long time. So you can see that it's in nice and secure. And now before I continue, I'm going to take this top piece and put it into place, but don't put it in all the way until I test it out first. And take a look over here, you can see there are 4 colored wires that is attached to the motherboard that goes to the PC cooling fan that belongs to the CPU cooling device. It's attached to this cooling fan. And you can see the 4 different wires, the red, black, yellow, and blue. What I need to do is modify these wires to trick the computer. Simply cut all 4 of these wires as attached to this cooling fan, pull it out, and there, now I have this little cooling fan that I can use in a future project, along with this wire, and also the little LEDs that are inside. And these are the 4 wires attached to the motherboard, and what I need to do is remove the insulation on the tip of the wires. And there, the insulation on the end of the wires are now removed. Next, twist the wires to straighten them. And there, all 4 wires are now ready. So now let's go ahead and identify the wires. The red wire is the positive input. The black wire is the ground or negative. And my theory to trick the computer is to connect the blue and yellow wire together. The yellow wire controls the speed of the fan, which is connected to the potentiometer. This blue wire is the signal wire, and it receives information from the PC cooling fan of how fast the fan is spinning or if the fan is still operating, and this is how the motherboard can identify when the fan is still working. And in my case, the fan has stopped working, and this is why it's saying CPU fan error. So simply connect these 2 wires and see what happens. Next, I'm going to take this plug that's attached to this fan and plug it back into place like it was before, so that way the fan will have power. And now turn on the computer, wait for it to boot. So far, everything looks good. I can hear the fan is spinning, and I can feel there's some airflow. So far, so good. Some air pulling through and some air blowing out, which is very good, so this means it's working. Wait a little bit to see if there's an error, and as you can see, it works. There is no error. Very good. Excellent. That means my theory worked. Okay, so since everything works, I'm going to go ahead and take this panel and reattach it. Push it in so it snaps together, and then put all 4 screws back into place. Okay, so now I'm going to go clean up these wires a little bit. So what I need to do is tighten the wires, and then bend them back. And the positive and negative wire I can simply cut since they're not needed. Tighten the screws so they stay in place better. There we go, screws are now nice and tight, and this device is good to go. And now simply organize the wires, and then take those wires that's attached to the motherboard and simply tuck them over here. Push the wires in. Clean things up a bit, and now take the back panel and put it back into place. And now my computer is good to go. And there you have it. Now you know how to repair and replace a CPU cooler fan with doing some simple modifications. Thank you for watching SciTi Tech. I hope you learned something new, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and of course click on the bell icon to be notified of future SciTi Tech videos. Till the next tech, goodbye.